Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jimbo, and today we're gonna be talking about two of my favorite wheel and tire cleaners. There are definitely some differences and some similarities, but in this video I wanna talk about the two differences because when you walk through that aisle of confusion, I want you to be able to make the most educated purchase for your current needs. So first up, we have the Meguiars Ultimate All-Wheel Cleaner. This is definitely an iron remover. It's an incredible product. I've featured it before on my channel. Works really well, is gonna set you back about 13 bucks. And the other one is another one of my favorites. This is the Turtle Wax or Hybrid Solutions Hyperfoam Wheel Cleaner and Tire Prep. So it has the wheel cleaning ability and that tire cleaner built into it. We'll talk about some more of the similarities and differences as we work on this beater car that I have at the shop today. So let's get straight into the video, and as the product works and develops, I'll tell you more about the things I like and don't like about each one of these products. This Turtle Wax or the Hybrid Solutions as well is gonna also set you back around that $11 to $13, kind of depending upon where you're getting it. Hybrid Solutions or Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions line rather also does have an iron remover that would probably pair better with this, but instead of being a versus, this is more of a comparison of my two favorite kind of off-the-shelf wheel cleaners. So with that, let's get right into it. Right, so first up, we're gonna use the Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions, the wheel and tire prep. Actually gonna hop on this side to deal with the wind. So I'm gonna be doing the rear, the whole passenger side. It just seems like because this side that goes up against the curb, it has water spots and all kinds of crazy stuff. So I'm gonna spray down the tire first, and this is what I like about the Hybrid Solutions. It's a tire cleaner and a wheel cleaner all in one. And you can see how foamy it is. So that's what I like. I could see it being a downside. Obviously they turned it the pink color, and I'm gonna do a no-touch wheel cleaning. But you can see how quickly, a better comparison would be like Brake Buster maybe, or the Adams wheel and tire. But I just really wanna see how much of this browning, how much of these water spots come off. So it claims it has a corrosion repellent polymer in it. It cleans the wheels. The picture on it is actually pretty similar to the result, actually almost identical to the result that you actually get with the product, but really it's the tire browning. I think that's the most impressive, and the cleaning ability, and you can see it's not drying out. So I'll do the same with the Meguiars, but I'm really trying to attack those water spots, which probably an acid would be better, but look at how much browning is coming out of that tire, which is cool. If you're wasteful, you're going to use at least a half a bottle on one tire. So one bottle is really only going to do one car, which may be a problem for some. They do have an iron remover, which I guess, again, would maybe be a better comparison, but more than a comparison, I'm going after why I just like these two wheel cleaners. So look at that browning. It's pretty impressive how much browning you get. I'm doing it in direct sun, which is fine. It's just gonna dry out a little bit quicker. So you're gonna wanna make sure you rinse that off. And speaking of, I'll go get the hose ready. And the reason why I'm doing a no touch and no pre-rinse is because that's what the Meguiars calls for, is to not pre-rinse it. And obviously, if you do pre-rinse the rim, you are gonna knock off that loose debris, but you're also going to dilute the product as you spray it on. So let's spray it off and see how it looks. Now, quite obviously, if you were to scrub it, it would look, it would be more effective. You're gonna get more of the browning out, but I like to test products without, especially wheel cleaners, without scrubbing to see actually how good the cleaning ability of the product is, and then that will dictate whether I choose to use a brush or not, and it kind of helps me learn the limitations of the product. So while that dries, I'm gonna go to the front and do the Meguiars iron remover. And on the front rim, we're gonna do the all-wheel cleaner. Now this doesn't claim to be a tire cleaner, but let's try it. I'm expecting, so because it's not a tire cleaner, I'm not expecting the blooming out of it, but I do want to see if it does anything. Ooh, I forgot, it's been a while, so I forgot about the sniffy sniff, but this is one of the best smelling iron removers out there. Actually, the turtle wax iron remover smells really good too, but let's see how long it takes to start reacting here. And neither one of these you want to use if you have like raw aluminum. You only want to do it on clear coated rims, wheels. So as I go back and look at the rear tire too, it's drying up nice, so we'll take a peek at that in a second. And this rim, to be honest, could, even though it looks real bad and there's not a lot of, there is a lot of water spots, there may not be a ton of iron particles, which brings up a good point of sometimes you don't need an iron remover, you need a wheel cleaner. So though it says all wheel cleaner, ultimate all wheel cleaner, you may not get that color reaction. And you may not get that color reaction not because the product's bad, there may just not be a lot of iron contaminants, but just because you're removing the iron contaminants doesn't mean you're necessarily cleaning the rim itself or cleaning the wheel itself, which is why I like the hybrid solutions. Others, Brake Buster, Adams, wheel and tire, whatever, rubber cleaner, because this is a perfect example, and I'm actually really glad this is happening, is that sometimes you don't have iron contaminants to remove. And so, but the rim is still dirty in and of itself. So usually it should start reacting pretty much instantly, which it's not. I wish I had some of the turtle wax iron remover on it to see if it's the product itself. But as you can see, this is a perfect example, and this is why I did this video like this. We'll rinse it. We're actually getting reaction on the ground underneath the tire, but not on the wheel itself. I don't want it to dry. Yeah, we're really not getting a little bit of the browning on the tire coming off, but that could just be surface. And I did not pre-rinse the tire at all, or rim at all. Now you can see it kind of, all the junk coming off. So that was interesting, and actually it played right to what I wanted to do there, is that an iron remover isn't always a wheel cleaner. So we'll see, we'll let this one, the Meguiars side, dry up. We'll jump back to the turtle wax side and see how it cleaned up now that it's dry. All right, now that the turtle wax side is dry, you can see there's still some browning in the tire, and in fact I could hit it again to see if it browns, where this is where scrubbing it with a brush would be beneficial, and you could actually see how dirty this tire was and this rim were. Now, it didn't take care of the water spots, but so I'm definitely gonna have to hit it with the hydrofluoric acid to clean that up. But overall, made the tires look better. But let me just show you, for example, I will spray the tire down again, and you can see where you would probably, and even per the instructions, you would want to either do this repeatedly or make sure you're scrubbing it with a brush to save as much product as possible. But it's not like these tires have been maintained at all. So let's see, as we do that again, how much more browning we get out. And in fact, if we did hit it with a brush, even more would come out. So you can kind of see as that starts to react, it's a little bit less than before, but nonetheless, definitely some in there. And it will depend upon how much you maintenance the tires and clean them and stuff like that. And ideally, you would use less product each time you spray it. But again, you're with a 24-ounce, 23-ounce bottle, you're going to be going through it pretty quickly. But you can see that browning coming through, signifying there still is more. So you would want to repeat this process over to make sure you get all that browning out. And we're back to the front of the car with the Meguiars. As you can see, again, it didn't do anything for the water spots. We're definitely going to need something more aggressive with that. I'll hit it with the hydrofluoric acid, which it looks like Car has a lot of water spots, so I got my work cut out for me. So nothing on the browning, and you could see this is a perfect example, like I said before, of why you would kind of want to have a bunch of different products in your arsenal, because you just don't know. Imagine if you only had an iron remover and then this happens to you and you're not pulling any iron out, but the rim is still dirty. So there's definitely a time and a place for both of these products in a detailer's arsenal. Right, so what do you think about these two products? Obviously, they both have their own place. I tend to start with the Hyperfoam just on the rims, or I'm sorry, just on the tires. That's kind of where I like to use this one. And then the all-wheel, I actually use this a lot on the paint work. That's where I'll use that one if I don't have my kind of in bulk iron remover. So, but let me know what you think in the comments below about these products. Have you tried them? This one I've been using a ton of. I just really like it. This one, again, I use mainly on paint, not so much on rims, but it's actually has a pleasant iron smell, or iron remover smell, whatever you want to call that. So hope you guys enjoyed that one. I will catch you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video, and comment below your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Catch you on the next one. See ya.